Okay, if you're having a wedding, please, for the love of God, don't do a destination wedding because flight is $500. Flight, the wedding's happening in Mexico, flight to Mexico, like $1,000+. The suit that I have to get custom fitted, that's like a special suit or whatever, it's like $200+. All-inclusive resort, it's like a couple thou.
How do you feel about destination weddings? How do you feel about one of your family members, having their wedding outside the country and you are invited, or one of your friends having their wedding outside the country and they invite you? So this lady came online and you can see that she was so stressed out. She was just saying how many people canceled her destination wedding. All right, so I'm just going to show you her video right now.
4 more. I've just had 4 more guests cancel on me for my destination wedding. That brings my total to 23 guests who waited for me to reach out to them so they could tell me, hey, we're actually not going to be able to make it, after they already RSVP'd. Imagine I would have paid for all 23 guests and they just wouldn't have shown up, or I don't know what what the plan was. Honestly, it's pretty nuts. So after today, I'm telling all my guests that if you cancel, because today I have to make final payment, if you cancel, I will be Zelle requesting you for your seats, your drinks, your food, your yacht pass, like all of that good stuff. Oh, the beauty of wedding planning.
Or maybe not, destination weddings are for rich motherfuckers only. When I say that, I mean there are for motherfuckers who can afford for people to not show up after you've already paid for all the fucking head count. Because the amount of hassle and strain that you put on someone financially and work-wise and just their overall life by doing a destination wedding, which is your day, have at it, right? You shouldn't be taking into account everyone else's availability and all that. However, if you're going to make an emphasis on people showing up to your wedding and it's a destination wedding, you're going to have to take into account people's schedules if you care enough, right? That's why I said you got to be rich. Because if you're rich, whether motherfuckers show or not, if they RSVP'd and then don't show, you shouldn't be pressed about the money because you decided to have a destination wedding. Now, there was someone else that made a post that said, if you RSVP'd, I'm going to have you put a card on file so that if you don't show, I'm going to charge that motherfucker. Now, if that's like a local wedding or local to your hometown or wherever you're from, that I can get, because if you RSVP for that and they're not doing a destination wedding and you don't show, that's kind of fucked up. But destination, I got to buy a plane ticket, I got to get a hotel stay, I got to get a car, I got to get my tux, I got to get my wife's dress, or all this shit just to go to your wedding and to support you, right? And it's not that motherfuckers aren't worth it. It's just a lot of strain you put on people. So to me, if you're going to be pressed about people not showing to your destination wedding, then maybe you shouldn't have a destination wedding because you can't afford it, really. And I know I'm saying you, but I'm not talking to this girl specifically, just destination weddings as a whole.
Okay, if you're having a wedding, please, for the love of God, don't do a destination wedding because my friend, who's my best friend, is doing his wedding in Mexico, and like, I'm happy for him. I'm happy for his wife. Like, yay, happy for you guys. Not happy for my bank account, okay? Let's go through it, okay? First off, I'm a groomsman, so I'm going on the bachelor trip, and we're flying somewhere. So, flight is $500. Flight, the wedding's happening in Mexico, flight to Mexico, like $1,000+. The suit that I have to get custom fitted, that's like a special suit or whatever, it's like $200+. All-inclusive resort, it's like a couple thou. Forgot my all-inclusive wristband in the hotel room, so I had to spend money on drinks, $500. Drank too many pina coladas at the bar, threw up. Yeah. It's expensive. Just please don't. Because, it's just, it's so much money and all this. You gotta pick up everything and go there. Just do it at, a Hyatt. A Hyatt on the side of a highway. I would love to go to a wedding at one of those.
I'm sick of people getting married and getting married abroad. I get you guys are in love. I get you found the one. I get you guys want to do a destination wedding. They're expensive. They add up. Like, do you know how much plane tickets are? I'm losing annual leave. Who's getting married in Maldives? Why am I having to suffer because of you? I can use that to go on a holiday to Thailand. What if I want to go see some lady boys? I don't, but why can't you just do it here, man? Just do it after work so it's convenient for me. Their special day. What about my special day?
I don't mean to be a bitch, but if you invite me to your destination wedding and don't pay for me to go to the destination, I'm not going. Sorry, I gotta spend $4,000 to watch you get married in Punta Cana? Gotta fly 6 hours and pay for it to watch you kiss your balding husband? Are you insane?
If you plan a destination wedding and it's not because you want less people to come, but it's just because it's cheaper, you're not a good wedding host. It's really just moving the cost onto other people by having them pay travel costs. They have to instead pay for a hotel and flights where your cost is cheaper. It's really offset to the $20, $30, $40, $50,000 depending on how many people you invite, having to pay exorbitant travel costs to get out of country. Well, you're like, oh, I only have this $20,000 Mexico wedding where it would have been $60,000 here. Yeah, it's because you put all the cost on your guests. You suck.
Let's not pretend that the whole like just don't go to the destination wedding thing doesn't only apply to a certain tier of your guest list. I realistically at this point in my life have probably 8 to 10 friends, I would say, where in my mind their weddings are like simply not optional. If I were to not go to their wedding, they would take that very offensively because we're very close. They all get married within the next 1 to 3 years, which is totally feasible. Am I just gonna go to Mexico 8 to 10 times in the next 1 to 3 years? The whole just make it a vacation thing also very much so irks me because I don't know about you, but I want to choose where I'm going on vacation. I'm only spending 4 to 5 days in a location, probably max 3 times a year. A lot of people only do that 1 time a year, if that. So I want to choose where I'm going for those 4 to 5 day vacations. And for everyone who says like, well, if they were actually your friends, you would be happy to do it for them. I totally get where that's coming from, but I think what's hard for me, the fact that I would never expect it in return. I would never plan a destination wedding and force people to go on a 5-day vacation out of the country. Would never have a destination bachelorette and force people to go on a 5-day vacation in the country or out of the country. In that regard, and just being totally transparent, it's just hard for me to like wrap my head around because I'm not expecting it in return.
I just kind of feel like when you are having a destination wedding, you have to put in mind that the people that are going to show up for you are people that are like your really, 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 really close friends and family members. Like your sister, your brother, your dad, your mom, your spouse's family, and then your really close friends, but I just kind of feel like our associate, our co-workers and stuff like that, most people don't have that much money to splurge to go to like a destination wedding. Destination weddings are usually very, very expensive. My boyfriend cousin was having a destination wedding in Jamaica, and then we went. So we stayed in this beautiful resort for 3 days. I think it was 3 or 4 days. But that time when we stayed there, it was $1,000 a night. Yeah, $1,000 a night. So we spent 4 days at the resort. We paid $4,000 for the resort. It was all inclusive resort, so food and everything was included. But we have to pay for our tickets to get to Jamaica. Everything that we have to do after that. You know what I mean? My boyfriend has to go because that's his first cousin. They're very, very close. They grew up together, and he was the best man. So he had no choice. He had to go. So, and I was his plus one. So we went, we had a blast. It was fun. It was amazing. The wedding was good. But I say all just to say, destination weddings are not cheap. You know what I mean? Destination weddings are not cheap. So if you're inviting someone to destination wedding, let's say Mexico or something, you have to keep in mind that the person have to pay for their plane ticket, their dress, their shoes. They have to book hotels where they're staying. It's just a lot that go into a destination wedding. Instead of like, let's say if you had done your wedding in the same state that you're in, all they have to do is probably just buy you a gift, buy a dress and show up. But now they have to travel, they have to do a whole bunch of stuff. So A lot of people do not have that much money, especially in this economy that we are in. So when you do decide to have a destination wedding, just keep in mind, not everyone is going to show up. You know what I mean? Even people that you expect to be there, some of them are going to disappoint you. Not just gonna feel like you should be grateful for the ones that are coming, and the ones that are not even coming, you know, like just it's just what you have to deal with for you having a destination wedding. But anyways, let me know what you think about destination weddings, and would you go to a destination wedding? If you can afford to go to a destination wedding though, I would suggest you go. It's because it's fun. It's so much fun. It actually is. But it's expensive, but it's fun. But let me know what you think about this story down in the comment section below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video.